Good evening, everyone. So today we are asked to find the derivative of y is equal to x by using first principle. Now, when they say find the derivative, they means you should find the y over the x. Now, the first thing we are going to do is to add the small increment, which gives it y plus delta y is equal to x plus delta x. So we are going to cross this to this side, so it gives you delta y is equal to x plus delta x minus y, which gives you delta y is equal to, please you can recall that y is equal to x, so x plus delta x minus x. So delta y is equal to x minus x gives you 0, so delta y is equal to delta x. Now you divide both sides, divide both sides by delta x. So delta y over delta x is equal to delta x all over delta x, which gives you 1. But you remember, the y over the x is equal to limit of delta y over delta x as delta x tends to 0. Therefore, the y over the x is equal to 1. So if x is equal to, or if y is equal to x, the y over the x is equal to 1. That's the derivative of this function. Let us also look at another problem here. It says that y is equal to x squared. We have to find the derivative using first principle. So y is equal to x squared. We are still going to do the same thing. Adding the small increment gives you y plus delta y is equal to x plus delta x, or squared. So y plus delta y is equal to x plus delta x into x plus delta x. That's the square of this. So y plus delta y is equal to, what do you have here? X times x gives you x squared. X times this gives you plus x delta x plus x delta x plus delta x squared. Now what else do? You add this. So y plus delta y is equal to x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared. At this point, you remember what we did before. We crossed this y to the other side of the equality sign. So delta y is equal to x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared minus y. Again, y is equal to x squared. So anywhere we see y, we replace it with x squared. So delta y is equal to x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared minus x squared. So x squared minus x squared goes. So delta y is equal to 2x delta x plus delta x squared. So what else do you do? Please recall what I said. I said that what we are looking for is derivative, which is the y over the x, not delta y over delta x. So we can say divide sides by delta x. It gives us delta y over delta x will give us 2x delta x plus delta x squared all over delta x. So we can factorize this and get delta y over delta x is equal to, if you factorize this, it gives you delta x into 2x plus delta x all over delta x. Delta x cancel delta x, so delta y over delta x is equal to 2x plus delta x. Again, we are not told to find delta y over delta x. We are told to find the differential. So the y over the x is equal to delta y over limit of delta y over delta x as delta x tend to 0. So the y over the x, anywhere we see delta x in the equation, we replace it with 0. So 2x plus 0. Hence the y over the x is equal to 2x. That means the differential of the function y is equal to x square using first principle is what? 2x. Differential. We've talked about first principle, so let's look at the general formula. If you have y is equal to ax raised to the power of what? N, the differential, which is the y over the x, is equal to what? Anx raised to the power of n minus 1. So you use what? The power n to multiply what? The coefficient of x and reduce the power by what? 1. So this implies that if you have what? If you have y is equal to what? X raised to the power of 6. The differential dy over the x is equal to what? 6x raised to the power of what? 6 minus 1, which gives you what? 6x raised to the power of what? 5. That's the differential of this. Now let's look at the example that is given on the board. It says y is equal to 2x raised to the power of 4 plus 5 raised to the power of what? 5x raised to the power of 3 plus 2x squared. You have to what? Find the differential. So y, the y over what? The x is equal to, I told you this multiply this, so it will be 2 times what? 4 into what? X, 4 minus 1 plus what? 5 times what? 3 into x, 3 minus 1 plus what? 2 times what? 2 into what? X, 2 minus 1. So the differential of this function is what? 8x raised to the power of 3 plus 15x squared plus what? 4x raised to the power of 1, which still gives you what? 4x. So let us solve this and give me the answer in the comment section. Give me the answer in the comment section. Find the derivative of the following. Y is equal to 3x raised to the power of 4 plus 5x squared plus x. And 2, y is equal to what? 1 all over x. Find